finals of Luna versus Jetbean here in the Spring Championships.
All right, both of them starting it off. Both of them on the Tai Lung. Just a little bit of a color swap. I think that's the Halloween colors. I'm not 100% coming out from Luna.
Yeah, I believe so too. The orange shorts there, and this is I'm very curious to see who has the first starter. And they're showing right off the bat. Let's see whose neutral's better, who's gonna have the better punish game, because we're starting off no platforms at all, small stage, easy punish game.
Yeah, they're just gonna be both playing it out, and likely both sticking to those sites as well. They're both basically coming in with the same game plan, but right now it's looking a little bit better for Jetbean.
Yeah, Jetbean getting some damage early on, but let's see if he can catch him. Oh, but Luna already getting him all the way at the bottom. He's going to chase him on the other way, but Luna is not able to capitalize on that. Jetbean catching him again with the D-Light. This could be a good opportunity, but Luna goes to the bottom of the stage.
Good movement from Luna to stay just below. You can see Jetbean was looking for that potential gravity cancel downlight with the active input kick, but offstage opportunity, nope. Luna gets that bottom touch.
And now Luna coming through right here, catching him with the Nair, looking to close things out, but that's going to be the side air, and Luna has been going to the bottom of the stage. Well, he gets by and not get the recovery, but Jetbean getting back to the center. This is extremely close already to start.
Yeah, considering Jetbean's coming in here, the underdog by a large margin, the fact that he's up right now, the fact that it's even is huge for Jetbean.
Jetbean is quite literally built different, uniquely designed, if you will. The way that he continues to go with these strings have been unique at that. He's constantly getting good chases. He tried to chase him right there, but Luna has an opportunity to weapon toss down and gets himself to stock.
Really good weapon toss to secure that KO. He's going to wait, likely for the side spawn, but Jetbean picks it up first.
Yeah, Jetbean going back to center, getting that damage on, and getting him with that neutral sig. He has been landing a lot of those. We saw those neutralize into neutral sigs you were mentioning before that worked so well. Continuing here with a straight up one right there. And he continues to try and go for it, but Luna's not falling for it.
Yeah, Luna kind of recognizing it. Did a good dodge this time to make sure he didn't get caught by that end sig, but now he's stuck on this right side wall. Spot dodge is burned, but Jetbean not able to capitalize just yet.
Look at this positional pressure from Jetbean and catching him with the Wushu finger hold. Skadoosh setting him off to the right and already has a pretty solid lead here after that close one.
In the movie, I thought he took the Wushu.
No, he got hit. That.
Yeah.
Look, man, look, when there was an opportunity, I saw it and I took it.
I love the reference. I appreciate it. But right now, Luna does not appreciate how much sight stuff is in his face as Jetbean is getting more and more damage. Another end light, end sig. Luna might go down 2 stocks to Jetbean.
Speaking of opportunities and taking it, Jetbean is continuing to keep this going here. He can go for as many of those N6 as he wants because he's up so much right now. One Zare away could potentially lead to a 2. Silence gonna send him off stage. Luna does not have many opportunities to make a mistake. D-Light, weapon toss up and mixes him up with the jump, and Jetbean gets game number 1.
The jumping Jetbean takes game number 1, and Luna's got to make some sort of adjustment. Jetbean's scythe is just too good. The fact that he's getting so many N-Light N-Sigs, and it's not 100% like amazing reads as much as he's like getting so many neutral wins. He's getting so many of those neutral lights that he can keep throwing those out and get away with it.
What a story it would be. I know we only saw one game, but how crazy would it actually be if Jetbean finds his way into midseason through just this tournament, going from PR 26, climbing, and still Luna committing to going back to the Tai Lung here for the second game?
Well, at the very least, he's going to ban out Small Brawlhalla, not go back to the same map he just lost on, but the concern here is what is going to happen with those N6. Jetbean's so good at hitting them.
What's a concern as well with the 51 per engagement versus 26, 618 to 261. I didn't even realize how much of a difference that was until we saw that.
Jetbean, he had such a huge lead. 2 stocks left to 1 of Luna's and didn't even take that much on that second stock.
Yeah, Jetbean is looking so primed and ready to continue this amazing run. Already started things off here, catching the recovery as well, getting the extra damage on, realizing he couldn't really push too much more, but now it's Luna's opportunity to get things going.
So starting to get some good engagements here coming out from Luna, getting some damage built up, but juggling for a little bit. Picks it back up, down sig, punish opportunity. Jetbean's got a down sig of his own. Turn around.
Snatching him back off. The Siders get a miss. Jetbean does sneak his way back on, trying to go for the end sig, but Luna, very smart, understanding. Ooh, also just avoiding that side sig. Both of them are getting a little bit signature happy here, but Jetbean's the one that's been capitalizing more.
Oh, right on top of them. You heard the stars come out. You could see it. Jetbean beat out the recovery. Got the downlight ground pound. Stock advantage.
Jetbean's extremely aggressive, mostly at the ledge. That's one of the times we've seen him go for a bigger play that early off stage. But Luna answering right back. Gonna seal the deal on the first stock. But Luna has to make the adjustments. His neutral wins have been okay, but his reward on hit has been minimal. We talked about it before. 26 versus 51. You have to get that up if you want to get back into the set.
Looks like Luna's hoping that the gauntlets are going to be the thing to get more extended engagements, more wins. But right now, I mean, looking at the last game, he did 89 damage, took 266. He basically lost 2 stocks with his gauntlets.
Yeah, that is a huge weakness right there. And I mean, you were alluding to the fact that it seemed like they were going to stay with Scythe most of that first game. Right now, we have been stuck on the gauntlet matchup. It's looking a little bit closer at the moment. He does catch him finally off the anti-air. Jetbean gets back onto the ground, though, and now he has stage position.
He's covering that corner, staying close to it, knowing that Luna doesn't have a lot of reach with those gauntlets. Side stick thrown out. Jetbean's above it. Soft platform helping him out a little bit.
Luna reaching a bit as well. That is 3 missed signatures in a row. All 3, each one of them side to down to neutral, trying to get a hit. And this is something we see out of Luna often when it's on the Terros with Roman Reigns. He'll start throwing them out kind of haphazardly to get something to work. And it led to something working there with just a good offstage play, but almost answered right back.
Luna trying to deny the weapon. You saw him dancing around, waiting for the weapon spawn, wanted to pick up the scythe, does finally pick it up. This is opportunity for extra credit.
And Jetbean picking all the right decisions on defense, too. Anytime there's a neutral light that comes through, he's once again, he's just not getting caught. He keeps picking the correct defensive option, that time dodging around it entirely, and gets himself back to 1 stock apiece. A
good dodge into a turnaround side air. Jetbean with the weapon control. Luna's going to get him with the unarmed, but the weapon spawns right on top of Jetbean.
All right, this is your opportunity, Luna, if you want to get back in. But if you are a new fan of Jetbean, as many people should, you're still feeling really good here because even though he has a small damage deficit, he has the Scythe. And that Scythe has led to so much damage as he already starts to find a few stray hits.
Oop, got him with the Nair, the active input. Luna gets just past the Scythe.
Jetbean trying to get something started here, trying to get back down to the ground. Luna going for the end sig, but it's not going to connect. This is an opportunity for Jetbean. Misses out on the D-Light, though, Duke.
This is close. Luna needs this to keep this at 1-1. Otherwise, Jetbean will be 1 game away. Goes for the end sig. Almost enough.
Almost, but not enough here. But that gets it back to red each. And there's Luna capitalizing on the whip punish. Can Luna get himself in? Yes, he can. And gets it to 1-1.
Ties it up. The Tai Lung does it, but the damage is still in favor of Jetbean. 565 to 570.
As close as you could get. At least that one was close. That first game was such a large difference, but Luna was able to find the answers. But it actually even spread, too, when it comes to the damage as well. 283, 246. That means that he was playing well all around by comparison to that first game.
The thing I'm looking at the most, though, is the damage per engagement. Luna didn't bring his up, but instead he said mean words and brought Jetbean's feelings down. They went from 40-something to 28, much closer to make it more viable for Luna.
Yeah, definitely a big difference right there, and it was a necessary difference at that because you were having a rough go of it is the nicest way I could put it. But Luna has been in this position for good reason. Jetbean, we haven't seen so much of for obviously through the history, but Jetbean trying to show that he can scrap here with the best of them and become one of the best of them as we run it right back to Apocalypse.
He's saying don't sleep on the bean as he goes into game number 3, sticking with the Tai Lung. Back to Apocalypse, I don't blame either one of them because it was really close.
Oh, absolutely. The stage didn't make a difference at all, so just running it right back makes good sense. They had plenty of stage control, and I really like the way Jetbean uses that platform as a good defensive option because we talked about how many times he got around the neutral light and had good defensive choices. He also kept getting away from the chases with the Nair, too, with the platform. Luna's going to have to make sure he makes the adjustments because right now he's currently taking a lot of damage.
Luna's got to start relearning his defensive options because he gets caught again by the Ensig, the biggest lead Jetbean could basically have at this point. This is huge for Jetbean.
I think this moment right here says so much about what Jetbean has done today. After losing game 2 in a close game, usually that is the moment where the person who's the higher seed will start to steamroll through. They'll start to take the lead. He answered back again in the next game with the lead and has not missed a beat.
saying your adjustments do not matter. I will out-adjust your adjustments. And now Luna playing from behind, the extra credit starting to add up for Jetbean.
Yeah, keep that damage going, and he just misses out on the follow-up nair. Doesn't matter, though. He catches him again.
Again!
That was so good, too, because he already had the dodge exhausted. He recognized that was going to be a free end sig, and this damage is starting to very rapidly drift away.
Yeah, this is massive for Jetbean. He's about to be up 2 stocks to Luna again. Similar to what happened in game number 1. Luna needs to find a finisher. Doesn't hit the recovery, doesn't hit the nair.
Jetbean is so close to getting another one. Jetbean, who are you? He's getting another stock and a 2-stock lead up here in the 3rd game.
For so long, Luna has sat in his tower, the top seed of the tournament, but Jetbean melts those steel beams, and he is about to take Luna down. 1 stock left for Luna in game number 3.
We've continuously looked at people like Snowy, Boomy, and all these others to wonder, when's that repeat performance of greatness? Luna has been one of the few to keep himself up there, but now Luna showing some actual cracks in the defense to the one and only Jetbean right now. But Luna has had some explosive plays in the past. It could still happen, but he's got to get an opener now.
He's going to have to find a way to steal this stock away from Jetbean. But again, credit to Jetbean for being so good at not letting Luna's damage per engagement go higher than 28.
Yeah, just missing out on the ground pound right there. Jetbean trying to catch him with a reversal Sarah, gets hit one for his own. Here comes the chase from Luna.
Nice,
this could lead to it. That's exactly what he needed, Duke. He got the edge guard. Now what does Luna do to approach this last stock to not get hit for no reason?
He's going to swap over to the gauntlets for the final moments of game number 3, but he is not out of the woods. He is a neutral light and Nensig away from almost getting knocked out.
This is where champions are built. If you're able to rebound from situations like this, the dodge down gets away from the Nensig. Now it's Luna's opportunity. He tries to catch the side air, but Jetbean gets back on the stage, does not find the opener. Now Jetbean swinging quite a bit, and he is whiffing a lot more.
But it only takes 1 more hit, and Jetbean could be closing this one out. Luna stuck on the wall. Exclamation point's going to come out soon. There's 1 exclamation point, gets the ground touch.
And Jetbean not pushing right there after he used the GCD light because the defensive resources are gone. However, Luna is in a spot where he cannot take another side air. He just misses getting the D-light that could have taken it out as well. But Jetbean, because the side air was so far to the side, Luna gets to hold on a little longer.
He's running out of lucky stars. He needs to finish the stock of Jetbean. Another Sair, and he could be done for. Narrowly avoids the neutral light. He charged up the weapon toss.
Wow, and the unarmed recovery is what gets it. And Jetbean continues to just prove himself over and over again. Moving up 2-1 in the set.
And now we see Luna make the final swap over to the Roman Reigns for game number 4. He's going to have to win 2 in a row. Something we saw earlier, but can he do it again?
Yeah, can he repeat that success? We saw, I believe it was the core came out first, and then after the core ended up switching up to the Roman Reigns, which was what got him that W against an incredibly stressful set against McD. Now looking at a very similar situation here, down 2-1. This could be Jetbean going to the winner's side of Grand Finals.
Yeah, this could be Jetbean with the best chance possible to close this out and be crowned the spring champion. What an upset that would be, considering Jetbean PR 26 again. That's just insane.
Well, you still have multiple chances left. It is not over. Even though you're down 2-1, you still have more games to play. It could go to game 5. It could go to a Luna dub. That's if Luna figures it out, wakes up and gets things going, or if Jetbean just puts a stop to it.
Well, Roman Reigns carrying nothing from the Mordex earlier. We'll see if he can swing harder, hit heavier.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main thing right now. It's like if you can get the big openers, get the damage. Luna does make Roman Reigns look like a combo-based character sometimes when he gets going, but he has to watch out for when he whiffs. That is a free punish for Jetbean, who almost always gets at minimum 3 damage, but there we go. Luna starting to wake up.
Just barely catches him with the down sig active frames. Jetbean was actually coming down for a down air and ended up falling into that. Still, though, Jetbean surviving. Luna trying to deny the weapon. No, goes for a recovery, expecting Jetbean to go straight into it.
All right, gonna get him with the unarmed recovery off the top. There we go. Now it is Luna's weapon choice. He was mostly hovering around with the axe to start. Looks like he's gonna be going back to the axe. Axe was able to get him that lead, and he wants to stay with it. Back
to the lab again, back to the axe again for the second stock of Jetbean. Luna has some health to play with. Teros a little bit more survivable.
Uh-oh, trying to get back on stage, but the side air coming through, sending him back off. It's definitely not the best opportunity to try and push right there. That's why he went to go grab the gauntlets.
Good dodge out from Luna, making sure he doesn't get caught by that recovery. Trying to get this extra credit, staying on this corner. Jetbean finds a side air, no weapon toss just yet, delays it, but the recovery helps out Luna a little bit.
Yeah, it gets a little bit more damage on, but Luna holding on to this stock as long as possible. You were talking about the extra credit he definitely made the curriculum on that one. That worked out pretty well, getting him straight to the orange. You already know 2 more hits off Teros. Well, that might be going away.
Yeah, he did get a decent amount of extra credit, but it is not a stock just yet. 4.0 GPA not in the pocket.
Yeah, you still want to make sure that you lead the valedictorian, not the salutatorian, because Jetbean is sure looking like he's trying to be the #1 in the school if he keeps it going the way he is right now. Even with this lead, I still keep fearing for the potential that this might get evened up immediately because of how good he's been.
Oh, doesn't get the down air. Needs a stomp side air. Not even sure an air would do it. Off stage.
Oh, that's big.
Does he have the movement?
Gets back to the wall, snatches him back up. Luna.
Sweat beats!
And that's a stock. Luna had such a large lead. And Jetbean once again trying to give that speech at the ceremony so he can move forward out of this graduation. Duke, what is Jetbean?
Jetbean's a monster. He's apparently been sleeping in the lab. He's just been sitting out there, taking out other monsters, and suddenly just coming to the show. 1 stock left for Luna. This could be his winner's bracket stock.
Jetbean certainly has slingshotted his way into what could be the winner side of this grand finals. He's currently holding on to this second stock very well. Straight hit territory. That's going to get the stock. Luna has an opportunity to still keep himself alive.
Last stock here for both players. Luna fighting to take this to game number 5. Side light, side air, doesn't get a follow-up.
This is where Luna gets signature happy too. He will try to close it out with an Axe D-Sig. He will try to catch you off stage with a GC Axe N-Sig if you are not careful. And Luna is working his way towards that damage that might get him the game.
He's getting these chunks onto Jetbean. But remember, he had a big lead going into those second stocks, and Jetbean minimized all of it.
Yeah, Jetbean is getting whiff punished hard right now. He's trying to actively switch over to that site as quick as possible. He has it, and this is what Jetbean has done all day to get him to this point, but Cider sends him deep off stage.
Luna goes for the safe option. The down toss, Jetbean gets back up. Weapon on the left side, Jetbean denies.
That actually is a huge moment. The fact that he was able to get the weapon reversal, but now he got side-aired after it spawned perfectly for Luna, and we get a game 5 instantly trying to go back into the next game.
Saw those numbers come up. Luna able to put out more damage, connect with more signatures and light attacks, but still, he can't breathe a sigh of relief. This is game 5 against someone who, by numbers, you should have just walked away from with a dub.
Yep, and this is after you were switched off the Mordex, which has been looking so good. You brought out the real business. You brought out the Roman Reigns, the champ, and you still almost lost that game. You cannot be comfortable as we move here into game number 5.
The Universal Champion, the Raw Champion, the head of the table, Luna on the Roman Reigns, hoping this will be the thing to put him into the grand finals.
Or will it be the surprise guest appearance here, a special guest referee, if you will, of Jetbean coming in and smacking him with his own belt. Jetbean trying to catch him with the D-lights, pushing him back off stage with the sidelights. He has stage position again. The amount of times he's had stage position and looked like he has legitimate fear, and Luna has been so good, but at least Luna gets so much reward off when he gets a hit.
Ooh, charged up the N-Sig. Jetbean stayed grounded, punished it.
All right.
Get dodge red.
Yeah, exactly. He's not getting as much reward now as he was before. He's actually missing out a lot more. Luna is getting by what was always a free hit for Jetbean.
Luna, he's going to be sticking with the hammer. More KO confirms on it. D-Light Nair doesn't get it. Needs
One
another
stare
one.
away, one straight hit. That should do it. Even neutral lights at this point will probably take it off the side. He's trying to catch him, and Luna now swinging a bit, but he finally scoops him off the top.
Still, damage being done. Luna in the red. Jetbean can come in, maybe go for a raw uppercut.
Jetbean, yeah, he's staying unarmed and trying to play around it, but Luna is taking advantage of it right now. He got a good amount of damage, but there we go. That is not going to get back at all.
Just
luckily, not as
tapped.
much damage.
Yeah, the good thing for Luna is that he was pretty damaged, and the good thing for Jetbean is that he didn't take too much damage on that respawn. Second stocks here, game number 5.
Yeah, dude, just what? Oh, okay.
Close.
I was about to ask, what is Luna's big play that he's going to go for? And, well, he almost revealed it right there. But now Jetbean going for big plays himself, taking a very small damage lead.
Yeah, getting away from that one is huge. Luna kind of played a trump card early, and now Jetbean knows there's one more threat he has to keep an eye on, but it's not likely to come out soon. NSYNC connects.
Ooh, now he's starting to connect on those again. He gets back to the scythe. The scythe has been what gets him so much damage in the past, sporting 400 plus every single game for the most part. But Luna gives up stage control. He gets around the side sync. The neutral sync is going to get punished.
Nothing. Doesn't hit this air. Stomp. Scoop up. Wasn't comfortable with the side air there. Recovery. Doesn't get the down air.
Just missing out again, but the pressure from Luna is high. However, here comes Jetbean once again, still with the fresh side. Stop stairs, not going to be, oh, never mind, it is going to be enough. We are looking at what could be Luna finally putting a stop to Jetbean potentially on this run, but Jetbean is one hit away from getting it to last stock.
Ooh, one for the weapon toss. Trickiness didn't work out. Oh! The delay from Jetbean to wait out the movement from Luna.
Here
last
it is.
stocks.
We're at that moment. We have game number 5, last stock apiece. The man who we pretty much all expected to win it all, Jetbean, who came out of nowhere, who might get the W, still in stage control with the weapon.
This could be the biggest upset of the tournament. Jetbean, he's getting damage.
Oh, Jetbean has control again. He's starting to get a lot of hits, but Stop Stairs going to give Luna an opportunity here. However, Luna gets whip punished for his troubles. Luna chasing him all the way up to the top.
Luna trying to get aggressive there. NSYNC thrown out. No punish. Stomp side air again from Luna. Over to the axe. Neutralite. Denying wall touch. Jetbean running out of movement.
Oh, Luna catches him!
There it is!
Luna moves himself into grand finals with the D-Light into the ground pound, stopping for once the amazing run of Jetbean so far, who was almost the one to knock Luna, the only one left in the top 8 seeding, down to a limbs, and he just missed out.
What a sigh of relief. A beautiful spot dodge through the weapon toss that led into the downlight. Gravity canceled for the ground pound. Luna narrowly avoids getting upset and now is sitting in the grand finals. But if I am anyone in the elimination side of the bracket, I'm nervous.
Yep.
Because did you see Jetbean?
Most people have, and most people have had a rough go of it. Like, Jetbean is one of the best examples right